battle with some gods or someone, he passed away. So when Chitrangada died, Vichitravirya became the king. It's all about the king who inherited Hastinapur. I won't come down to the present, but we'll stop at that period itself. So Vichitravirya became the king, but he was young. So Bhishma Pitamaha, he ruled the kingdom on his behalf. He took care of everything, all the affairs. When this Vichitravirya was to get married, Bhishma Pitamaha himself, he went in search of a good bride for him. In one of the kingdom, there was what you call that Swayamvar was happening. Just like you must have heard about Sitaji's Swayamvar also. So in those days, Swayamvar was the pratha, was the tradition. The girls had the choice to choose. Even now, I think they have. So this Swayamvar was there. And Bhishma Pitamaha went. Lot of other princes and all had gone there for Swayamvar. Bhishma Pitamaha went on behalf of Vichitravirya. And he won that Swayamvar, and he won over 3 that princesses were there. Amba, Ambika, and Ambalika. This is all fresh in my mind because I read this Mahabharata again to refresh my memory. So Amba, Ambika, and Ambalika. And Bhishma Pitamaha took them, and he was coming back to Hastinapur. On the way, this Amba told him that, see, you have won us over, but I am in love with some other person. And it will not be right for me to get married to this that Vichitravirya, because I am in love with some other person and it is not fair. So Bhishma Pitamaha, being a very righteous person, he said, yes, that is fair enough. I leave you, you go to that person. That Amba, I will just tell a little bit of that Amba also. So Amba went to this person with whom she was in love, but that person rejected her. He said, you are already won over in the Swayamvar by the other person. How can I get married to you? So she got real dejected. She came back to Bhishma Pitamaha and she said that you marry me. He said, but I have taken a vow not to get married. And there was a bit confusion about it. So she took a vow there that I will be the cause for your death. I will destroy you. See, a lot of these type of stories are there in Mahabharata. So this Amba, she died to be born again as Shikhandi. And the Shikhandi was born as a as a female, then again she is to turn into a male, then again is to turn into a female and all. And the Shikhandi became the cause for Bhishma Pitamaha's death. Taking Shikhandi in front, Arjuna shot arrows on Bhishma Pitamaha. Otherwise, it was not possible to kill Bhishma Pitamaha. Anyway, so Ambika and Ambalika, they got married to Vichitravirya. And through them, Dhritarashtra was born. Ambika gave birth to Dhritarashtra, and Ambalika gave birth to Pandu, the father of Pandavas. Dhritarashtra was the eldest child. So, according to the tradition, he should have inherited the kingdom. But unfortunately, he was born blind. And a person who has got any defect cannot become a king. They should have this thing even now. If you have some criminal records or if you have some defects, And it's true, because you can't be ruled by a criminal. So if you have some defect, that person cannot become a king. Though he was the eldest, and according to another tradition, the eldest inherited the kingdom. So Dhritarashtra could not become the king, and that remained in his heart maybe. And Pandu became the king. And he ruled the kingdom for some time. Dhritarashtra got married to Gandhari. Gandhari was also a very great lady. See, in Mahabharata, there are these various characters, and if you study them, they're quite fascinating characters are there. Gandhari also was a great lady, and when she got married to Dhritarashtra, she said that since he is blind and he is deprived of all the beauty of this world, the colors, the forms, and since I am his wife, I will also accept this blindness willingly. So she started wearing that patti around her, blindfold, Gandhari. So through Gandhari, Dhritarashtra, he had 100 children. 100. And Pandu married Kunti and Madari. Through Madari, he had, or through Kunti first, he had Yudhishthir, Arjuna, and Bhima. Yudhishthir, Bhima, Arjuna. And through Madari were born Nakul and Sahadev, the 5 Pandavas. But before Kunti's marriage, another child was born, and he is Karna. So Karna was the eldest, but Karna himself did not know that I am Kunti's son, and others also did not know. Other Pandavas also did not know that we have an elder brother. Just before the war, Kunti went and declared this to Karna. Then he came to know. And there he took another promise that I will only kill Arjuna, if at all, and not any of the Pandavas. So you will have your 5 sons intact. Either I will get killed in the battle, or Arjuna will get killed. You will have your 5 sons. So Karna was born, and these 5 Pandavas. And slowly they grew. And Bhishma Pitamaha appointed Dronacharya to teach them. So Dronacharya was a great archer of that time. He was a very powerful, he was a Brahmana, but at the same time, he was a great archer. So powerful that he was known all over the place. Bhishma Pitamaha also knew about him. So he appointed him to teach all these children, 105 of them. The Pandavas as well as the Kauravas were taught by Dronacharya, the science of archery, and other things were also taught. Bhishma Pitamaha himself is to teach them about life, about dharma and all. But Dronacharya taught them this archery. And when he was teaching, he found that Arjuna was one of the best students. He was a great archer. Bhima was very good in, he had a powerful body, so he was very good in wrestling and also in that Gada Yuddha, maze. Yudhishthir was a very, very righteous person. He was in love with dharma. He used to follow that path, these virtues, very sincerely. And all the Pandavas, they had great regard and respect for Yudhishthir. So all these children were growing, But as they were growing, Duryodhana was getting more and more jealous of these Pandavas because they were proving themselves to be better than him in so many all ways. And deeply he knew that Yudhishthira being the eldest, he will inherit the kingdom. I hope you are not getting bored, huh? This story will continue for some time till we reach Bhagavad Gita, huh? So Yudhishthira, being the eldest, he will inherit the kingdom. So Duryodhana was feeling very jealous. See, through this we are given the picture of Duryodhana, picture of Yudhishthira. Actually, the hero of Mahabharata is Yudhishthira, and the villain of Mahabharata is Duryodhana. Yudhishthira represented dharma, and Duryodhana represented adharma, the path of unrighteousness only. Duryodhana, out of his jealousy, many times tried to kill these Pandavas, and he could not succeed. Once he poisoned Bhima also, but because of his robust, you can say, health and all, it did not affect him. So as they grew, one day when they became of their age, our Dhritarashtra and all declared that Yudhishthira as the crown prince. He will become the king in future. So this brought out all negativities in Duryodhana. He was quite furious like. He approached his father, and father had one weakness, great attachment to his children, especially to Duryodhana. Whether he is right or wrong, he is to be totally attached to him. Duryodhana said that, oh, I want the kingdom, and Duryodhana used to say all sorts of things, and Dhritarashtra used to listen to him. Great attachment. So when Yudhishthira was declared the crown prince, Duryodhana could not tolerate this, and he planned various ways of killing these Pandavas. See, this will bring out the whole character of these Kauravas and the Pandavas also. Then we will know the meaning of dharma and why it is so important. It was important during that time, and it is important even now. Dharma it includes, as I said, lot of things. Dharma includes our duties. Dharma includes the law of that country or nation. Dharma includes all the goodness which we understand and which is indicated in the scriptures. Dharma is a very powerful term. So when Duryodhana tried all methods and he could not succeed, he developed a scheme. He was a great, thinking about how to destroy and all. He decided to build a house made up of lac, wax-like thing. And Dhritarashtra also knew about it. And they sent these Pandavas to that house. Along with Kunti, these Pandavas went to that house. And they did not know. And the plan was, when they reached that house, at night to burn that house and burn all these Pandavas. So they went to that house, but because of Vidhur, they came to know about this plan and they escaped from that house. The house got burnt, someone else got burnt in that house, and everyone came to know, and they thought these Pandavas died there. And they left this place and started staying in some jungle as Brahmanas only. They said, forget about this kingdom and forget about all this war and jagada. Let us just lead a peaceful life